Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. Polkadot has gone down all the way to $16. That was all in line with my expectation. We haven't reached yet my target area that I talked about or have been talking about for weeks now. I've been remaining bearish here throughout this whole sell-off, and since Bitcoin came below 53k, we've talked about these low target levels for altcoins. And we currently see this playing out throughout. Now, we haven't reached yet the price that I think we should be reaching here between the 88.7% fib level for Polkadot at 642 and the 78.6 fib level at $11.33 here on the chart. Roughly. So this is where the price should land ideally, and to be honest, we're not far away from that anymore. It seemed very unlikely when we were up here. It seemed very unlikely when I started to talk about it, but it is just what it is for these altcoins and for Polkadot as well. And looking at my expectation for Bitcoin, that Bitcoin should also drop a little bit more. I don't think it's too unrealistic to expect a Polkadot price in this price range. This would be part of that ABC correction, and the wave C also needs to come lower than the wave A. We can see how beautifully the wave A did come down all the way to the 78.6 fib level at around 11.33, a little bit lower. That was around $11. Now the wave C should end below it. There is a possibility that the wave C could end just at the low of the wave A. Wouldn't be ideal though. It wouldn't be ideal. I think it should really, for an ideal sell-off and to benefit the structure that we can see here, it should really come down lower. And looking at where we are short term, if I go to the 1 hour chart, Polkadot isn't doing anything great. It has retraced, but it has not managed to get above this resistance line. It's the 61.8% fib level that Polkadot dropped below. So it's now moving up slightly. It looks for me more here like a bear flag actually. So you've got your flagpole here and you're forming here some sort of a wedge pattern, which normally should break out to the downside, but again, never guaranteed. But it looks to me here really like a bear flag. So you make your ascending wedge, as part of the consolidation of that strong move down. So we've got an impulsive move down and you've got a correction now to the upside because you were oversold here, especially on the 1 hour chart. But this is only on the 1 hour chart, so not too significant. And we can see that on the 4 hour we were also oversold, and that is why you see this move to the upside. It's not even a very strong pump or anything. It's not like something like with a long wick where you come all the way down here and then get bought up very quickly. No, we can't see that. Even on the daily we were oversold. But if we take a look at the higher time frames, which I always want to consider as well, for example the 4 hour chart, 4-day chart, we can see that the MACD is just turning bearish again. It was losing selling pressure, so it was actually going towards the green and towards a bullish cross, but it sort of is stopping again. It's moving down again, and that just shows me that is nothing that a bullish setup would do. So it is just moving again towards the bearish side of things. And also here on the weekly, we can see that it hasn't really stopped. So it's always been here bearish since the 29th of November. In that week, the weekly MACD is also going down, and the weekly RSI as well has more scope to move lower. We've hit here a bit of a support on the weekly RSI, but we might break that because the highest probability just has the move into this price range. This is what the prices should do in an ideal case, and we can see how this sort of ABC could be playing out with a final sell-off. And then, however, we should be able to expect a nice move up as part of a wave 3 that could take us all the way to, at least in my view, $80, but possibly even $100, which should be possible in that next wave up. That would be the wave 3. And considering what's going on in the Polkadot network with everything, a lot of DOT being staked and so on and locked away, that is certainly a good possibility for the price to go into that price area. And again, when I talked about these prices down there, and to be honest, we're not far away from that anymore anyway. People said it's not possible because everything's staked, everything's locked away. But my view is with the staking, it doesn't seem to have a great impact on many cryptos. So it just doesn't. You know, even cryptos where you have a lot of the coins staked, locked away, especially Blocktopia. Look at Blocktopia. There's a lot is locked away, but the price is still dropping because people aren't buying. So that has the major impact also with DOT. So always saying the price can't drop below a certain level because so much is staked. I don't see it anymore as a valid argument. I did see it in the past to a degree, but I just don't see it anymore. I think this still is a cycle that has to play out, and it will. And after that correction, we should really get to a new all-time high. So it needs a bit more patience, yeah. But I think we're getting close here to the completion of the correction, which is fantastic. To be honest, Bitcoin is moving close towards the end of its correction as well. But there is still a bit of a way to go. And then we should be able to see here new all-time highs. My view is, you know, how long should it take? I did say it before, but I always get the question. I think the good thing is this whole move down has now happened faster than I expected, really fast. That move here from around $25 all the way down to $15 did go really fast for all altcoins. It did. So it makes me quite confident that we could actually see the completion of the correction towards the end of Q1. I mean, maybe even in February. Let's be maybe to be on a more optimistic side, but realistically maybe in March, and then we could possibly see new all-time highs. Yeah, why not towards Q2, end of Q2 maybe. After that, you will then get another correction. That would be a wave 4. It should really, that wave 4 should not be as bad, because typically what you see here in this wave 2 is normally a strong retracement. A wave 4 normally doesn't retrace that much, and then we're going to see the wave 5, which should give us another high. After that, though, you can expect a big correction for crypto. Now, that is my view here for Polkadot. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe, and yeah, help me to beat the algorithm. And if you really like the content, maybe you want to consider to join as a channel member. There's a live stream today at around 1700 UTC for all channel members. Every week we do that. Plus, if you join as channel member, as silver member or gold, you get access to Discord and Telegram for, you know, access to an awesome community, really helpful community, really positive vibe. I love that. And yeah, I share my own buy and sell orders and everything I do basically there, and give signals. If I see anything, I share it straight away. Can't always do a video on anything that I see, but whenever I spot something, I share it there. All right, hopefully you liked the update. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.